Greetings, family. I invite you into a session of sacred geometry. This figure that you are looking at is known as Metatron's cube. It is said to contain the sacred patterns or shapes that make up all matter in the universe. These shapes are known as the star tetrahedron, hexahedron, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. I invite you to cleanse your aura, shield your energy, watch your thought patterns, protect your positive vibration. Harmonize your mind. Harmonize your body. Link your thoughts and connect with spirit. Thank you. Namaste. Stillness and blessings, everybody. Love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. I hope everybody in the highest version of themselves, embracing the highest frequency possible, looking good, feeling good, breathing good, healthy. As for me, I'm feeling great today. I took some rest and rejuvenation yesterday. Not intended, but after doing what I do, you know, my higher self advised me to take some rest. And what was interesting is it has something to do with the cards that I pulled yesterday for the collective. Then when I ascended this morning in my grand rising, and after my meditations and sitting still, so I ain't have my phones on or nothing, just totally unplugged, you know, sitting in the great silence, allowing myself to feel and heal and be at one with everything. And when I came out of that space, I did a reading again, and it kind of shadowed, a mirror, the cards I pulled yesterday that was going on in the collective. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go into the cards. The first card was Shadow. Shadow. And that's what yesterday was about. Just spending time in solitude, and most of the day, spending time in solitude to do shadow work, because you can't do your shadow work when you distracted and caught up in the outer conditions of things. You got to be able to sit still. And the second card was light. How you gonna get in touch with your light, or how you gonna become one with your light if you don't face your shadow work head on, the dark side of yourself? Who gonna win in the battle for the light? And when you get in touch with your light, it's accelerated motion. See, you can grow forward or you can grow backward, but which way is your accelerated motion gonna be, depending on your light? And that we all have a choice. Choose wisely, and forward movement. I really didn't prepare any words for it today, but I did write something down from that I will share from yesterday. Self-control. We need self-control for balance with ourselves and with others. May we be more aware of how we handle every area of our life, especially the people in our life, because it's a reflection of how we handle ourselves. Hope. Hope is a faucet that leads us to the waters that strengthen our faith, lead us to elements of healing, increases our ambition and aspiration, and eventually leads us to what enlightenment is. Hope makes the impossible possible, because impossibility only says that I'm possible. So stay positive. Solitude, hermit mode, for whoever need to take that time for self-love, get in hermit mode. That's what I mean by self-love is the best love. It's not being selfish. It's just taking care of the needs of your inner self, your emotional needs, your mental needs. You know, knowing when to check your temperature, and when to hit your reset button. That's what self-love, the best love, is about. And sometimes you need to stop and withdraw. Get in hermit mode. Be still, and know how you navigate. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. And in solitude, we discover this. Stop, step back, and withdraw from outside commotion. Pause. Still your mind, meditate, reflect, reevaluate, and allow the wisdom within your soul to show you the light within your being. Alone time is most times the best time. Find rest, rejuvenation, and take things one thing at a time. In solitude, every experience is a higher learning. So power up. Meet yourself halfway. With that, we're going to proceed into the 80K Luke. 80K Luke, Book 2, Law of Life, for those of you who have one. Once again, wonderful people. I hope y'all having a beautiful day. Every day is Sunday to me. Even if it's Monday, it's still Sunday. So let your light shine. Today we're on page 279 Still on ascended masters, cosmic and divine beings. We're on Hilarion, Hilarion, Hilarion. Hilarion was a priest in the Temple of Truth on Atlantis, and he, with the group, took the flame of truth and some documents to Greece. They arrived just shortly before the continent sank, thereby preserving that flame for the earth. He established the focus of truth there. Later, the oracles of Delphi were established, and the initiates were directed by that flame of truth for hundreds of years. Great truth came forth during that time. Then there came into the temple some life streams, not so pure and selfless, but who yielded to other forces and could be bought. The people had faith in the Delphic order because of the past, and so fell prey to the wrong actions of priests. It reached a point where the masters had to withdraw and could no longer use it as a channel for giving forth wisdom. What is known about it in the outer world is from this phase of action of the order. He was Saul of Tarsus in the Bible time, and later known as St. Paul, the Apostle. He was born of Jewish parents about the beginning of the Christian era and was well versed in the scriptures. His set beliefs as to how the Messiah should come caused him to miss seeing Yahshua while on earth. Soon after Yahshua was ascended, he appeared to him while nearing Damascus on a journey undertaken for the purpose of searching out the disciples in that place and bringing them as prisoners to Jerusalem. He was going to bound people when he got set free. In that visitation, much of his ignorance and pride were consumed. He was convinced of the sinfulness of the course he was pursuing. His life was completely changed, and he became a devout follower of Yahshua's teachings. He was blind after that for about 3 years due to karma. Not only his own, but the mass karma of lack of perception, for which he became a focus during that time of the change of cycles. 3 stages of darkness. He was blind after that for about 3 years due to karma, not only his own, but the mass karma of lack of perception, for which he became a focus during that time of the change of cycles, the transference from the 5th to the 6th ray. After a time, he joined the colony of Mother Mary and the disciples. He suffered much remorse for having missed Yahshua while here, and for his actions against some of Yahshua's followers. He had received a commission from the Master Yahshua to preach his teachings among the nations of the earth. He was in retirement in Arabia for about 3 years before he started to carry out his new mission. It was due to him for the greater parts that the first distinctive mission to the Gentiles were undertaken. It is said that after his second arrest and trial he was martyred, and that was not later than the year 65 AD. It is said that he was Iamblichus, born in Colli, Syria, of an illustrious family. He studied in Rome and later taught in Syria. Proclus mentions his works on Pythagorean philosophy. Hilarion was born at Tabitha near Gaza, Palestine, about 200 through 372, date from an encyclopedia. He was educated at Alexandria and is known as the reputed founder of monasticism in Palestine. He lived as a hermit in the desert, and after 20 years, he had a great number of disciples and initiators under his spiritual direction. He departed from this earthly plane at a place among some almost inaccessible rocks and evidently ascended into his eternal freedom. He was well known for his power of healing. He was commemorated by the Roman Church October 21st. Hilarion is now Chohan of the 5th ray, the scientific ray. His hair is golden and his eyes are blue. Onward Christian soldiers can be played to attune to him. He is particularly interested in assisting the agnostics, skeptics, atheists, spiritually disappointed and disillusioned ones, in inner realms as well as those in embodiment. He has great persuasive power and is very successful in instilling, again, faith in God into them. Hilarion and his brotherhood also assist live streams at the time of passing and will take them to the temple of truth. They especially assist the non-believers in the hereafter. He will assist anyone to know truth who desires it. People that believe in vicarious atonement find out when they have passed on and are on the other side that it is not as represented. It is such experiences that disillusions people who are sincerely seeking truth. When they are misled and become disappointed, that makes record in the etheric body and produces unbelief, skepticism, and thus they become agnostics. Where the demonstrators at, man? There's too many intellectuals. We need demonstrators to show people how to apply this thing. The Ascended Master, Hilarion, and the Brotherhood at Crete have offered to assist these people at inner levels. Another of their services is to consecrate life streams of all 7 rays. The rainbow, all 7 rays who have a vocation. Hilarion especially enjoys working on research in the medical profession. Healing is one of his main activities. Well, wherever you at, Hilarion, we need you through this COVID crisis, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. Like, share, subscribe. My Cash App is $SAIWOODAGOD. That's $Sawu the God. I hope y'all enjoyed this flight in the mind of cosmic consciousness. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. I hope y'all have a very peaceful, high frequency remaining of this night. Hold this frequency, hold this vibration, hold it. 1.